Hi guy, today we're going to have a look at a game called Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, which is one of my all-time favourite computer role-playing games, or CRPGs as Black Lily 8 wants to call them. Main reason I'm having a look at this today is because of this chap. He's got a cracking channel about various retro titles, and I'd well recommend you going, retro RPGs, so I'd well recommend going and having a look and just watching some of his videos. I'm afraid I haven't got a capture card or even a capture lead or any way to plug the camera into the PC beside the USB one, so we're recording the monitor, so sorry if it looks so bad. Right, the game itself, well, it was published by Activision, created by a game called Troika, who went bust shortly after its release, I believe. They were forced to release the game well before it was finished. It's based on the Half-Life 2 engine, but before that game even came out, so as you can probably imagine, it was pretty bug-ridden. They tried to solve it a bit by releasing a couple of patches, and they got as far as 1.2 before they went bankrupt. Since then, however, the game's got a proper cult following. There's been regular patches done by fans, and the current version I've installed is 6.5, so if you are interested in getting into the game, it's well worth doing because it's the most stable build I've seen of it. But I've only been playing for a few hours since yesterday. It hasn't crashed once. None of the more common problems that were known don't exist anymore, so yeah, well recommended. But anyway, let's just I'm about 5 hours into the game, but I thought I'd start from roughly where you start the game off in the beginning, just to give you a look-see of what it's like. Right, so basically, you start the game off, you've been turned into a vampire, and the person who is turned into a vampire has been killed by some, I don't know, vampire police force or something. And they decide to let you live in the greatest of luxuries, as you can probably tell, and it's basically your job to work your way up through the ranks. Controls like your standard PC game, W, A, S and D for moving left and right, backwards and forwards. Mouse does your viewing. If you click the left button, you use your currently equipped weapon, which for me is a gun. I didn't want to waste a bullet. But there you go, that's my chap. You can buy clothes and gear and stuff to outfit him. I'm not that far in, so I've not really done much. To the left is your HP, your life bar. That thing above it with a little mask on. Basically, when you're in certain areas, you are limited to what vampire skills you can use, and the mask represents the masquerade. You know, humans do not know about vampires, and you have to maintain that. Otherwise, the police get involved. Vampire hunters, you know, Buffy-like types, sort of like come along and start kicking crap out of you. But yeah, sorry, just a quick look around the apartment. This is a good one. This is the TV.
From the public at this time. Police urge anyone with information relating to this case to contact them.
Basically all the news come through here. Bear in mind, this is a game from 2003-2004, so it's not the best looking one, but I think for what the tools they had at the time, it's quite impressive. It's a standard desk. Another great feature with the game is the computer systems. Basically, I've got one new email there, so if I type email in on the keyboard, password accepted, favour. As the game goes on, you get like spam emails, quite some funny stuff comes through, and you can communicate with different people. I'm just trying to think of how to introduce you to what a in-depth and interactive world is. I mean, I've never been so much drawn into a world of the underground and vampires and so on. Let's have a walk into the outside world, shall we? What I didn't want to touch on down the right hand side was the blood bar, and that's basically, you see how you've got these are your skills. If you scroll the wheel there, you get different ones, like blood buff boosts your powers, blood heal heals you at the cost of some of your bar. Trance, I'll show you this in a second. Right, get behind there, right click. She's trans. You can then sneak up behind her and feed her. Now the other problem is, of course, we're out in the open there, so we just can't do that publicly, or we'll get caught and break the masquerade. and if you break the Masquerade 5 times, that's the end of the game. Here we go. Let's brainwipe him. There we go. Sneak behind him, and then feed. Now, as his bar drains down, yours on the right fills up. And the problem is you're not allowed to kill anybody, because if you do, you lose a rating of your humanity. And when your humanity rating reaches, like say, a level of 2 or 3, you turn into like a crazed vampire, basically, that you can't control, who goes nuts. Just have a wander around. I'm assuming you can hear the music there. Out of my way, Chuckles. I'm only in the beginning hub, but it stretches out to a big chunk of LA, you know, in various locations. I'm on the way to the nightclub now. There's a diner. But later on you've got things like a strip club, which I'm sure some of you are going to enjoy. That sounds awful, doesn't it? Well, this is the nightclub. Yeah, the Hollywood section with all the big stars. You can get involved in like using your trance powers to go to high-class dinner parties, feeding on the the attendees. Again, I've done quite a lot of the bits that I need doing in the nightclub, but one thing you can do, because everybody does have excellent voice acting. You see there, you get your standard tree of what you can do and what you can select, but because you have special powers like trance and seduce and so on, it opens up different conversations, a bit like Mass Effect does on the Xbox, which is quite incredible for the time. This person's already been seduced by me. I can feed on her at any time just by, hang on, terribly, let me show you how sorry I am. There we go. As you can see, her blood's already drained because I've been chowing down on her. And we're done with that one. You can do also, oh my god, what the... Yeah, I'll get in there and do some dancing. Oh well, they're not a fan, look, they've all stopped and they're all walking away. Right, sorry. The way the game works is like you've got to build your way up through the ranks, and it's just like GTA where you get different level missions and things to do throughout the city. But we're not going to concentrate on that. I just wanted to show you what the game looks like as you're walking around. You can change the view, of course. I prefer it looking from behind because that is the gayest walk I've ever seen. That's not what that's all about. But yeah, so I'll show you it is an RPG. It might not look like it, but if you press the C button, this is your skill sheet. As you see up here, you've got like physical strength, dexterity, you know, that's your standard stuff. But where it gets interesting was things like charisma, manipulation, and appearance. With charisma, it's just chatting them up, you know, winning your way with them, making them do what you want. Manipulation, you know, you can dominate someone, again, make them do what you can, get the enemies to go and shoot at other guys. Appearances went to do with seduction again. You can seduce somebody to feed on them, to do what you want. And then you just get various other skills that all tie into it and convince you what it's like to be part of the vampire. It's all very, very, very interesting. The story is one of the most involving I've ever played for this type of game. It's absolutely fantastic, and there's about 10 different endings, so the replay value is just through the roof. You get to select your type of vampire, who you want to be, you know, things like that. I say the original game just isn't playable. It's just not worth bothering with on its own. But once you've installed these fan patches, I mean, I wouldn't go for anything less than 6.5 now. It opens up all the areas that Troika never included, because they just didn't have time, you know, like extra buildings and extra clubs and stuff. You can go inside, full dialogue options in there, things like that. Absolutely fantastic build, but sadly I think I've gone on a bit too long about this at the time. We're almost out of time. Here we go.
Hey baby.
A nice prostitute.
From Hot One Like Yourself. The price is 40 to shake the earth.
There we go.
Well,
$30, eh? That's cheap. She doesn't know what's coming.
Let's go somewhere more.
Oh, there's a bloody cop.
You lead the way.
Oh, anyway, sadly, guys, we're almost out of time. So down this nice dark alley. Come on, love. Ah, we've been caught. Yes, like I say, guys, I'm going to leave it there. But thanks for watching, and I really do hope that you pick up this game. It's well worth a look. So as always, I will do my best to post another video soon.